Good afternoon. We're convening the Joint Senate Committees on Transportation and Water and Land at our 3 p.m. agenda here in Conference Room 224 at the State Capitol, as well as by video conference. We have one set of resolution and concurrent resolution up this afternoon. We would ask folks to limit your testimony to 2 minutes to make sure everyone has time to have their voices heard. And if we do get cut off, well, that's the end of it. So up first is SCR 190 and SR 155 requesting DOT and community stakeholders to improve the Mauna Lua Makapu'u State Scenic Byway. And testifying first on these is DLNR. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, chairs, members of the committees. Kurt Cottrell, Administrator, Division of State Parks. We stand on our testimony, offering comments, and should the measure continue, a couple amendments. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next is Department of Transportation.
Hello, Chair. David Rodriguez with the Department of Transportation. I do apologize, the Director could not join us today, and we stand in support of this resolution.
Thank you. Up next is Livable Hawaii Kaihui. Are they with us?
She is not on here yet.
Not available.
Okay, in support, Hawaii Bicycling League.
Here.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hi, Chair Lily and Chair Inoue. Hawaii Bicycling League really supports this. I think it's one of the most important things to come out of this session if it passes, because this is such a jewel of an area, and with proper management and planning, it will become really iconic on Oahu. And I really like all the language in the resolution, so I'm just wondering what my friend Kurt Cottrell has to say about amendments and comments, but in particular, we're interested in the whole thing, but the transportation aspect of it, so that at some point, people can walk, people can bike, and it'll be a complete street like we are striving for most of our other areas. I really thank the Senator for introducing it, and I hope that it goes all the way and passes. Hawaii Bicycling League wants to participate in it as an active member, and I see that there's a way for that to happen with chairs of the task force. Thank you.
Thank you. Testifying next with us is Malia Marquez. Good afternoon.
Hi. Aloha kākoa pau mai ka pi'ina I ka lai hae hai ka lawela o le hua ano ai ke aloha. My name is Malia Lam Kawai Hoa Marquez. I am the daughter of the late Shirley Lam, an original founder of the Save Sandy Beach Coalition. I stand here representing my ohana and my mother at this time. I see this resolution coming from a good and pono place. My concern that I've always been taught from my mom when she was on the original coalition is the wording of resolutions and the wording that we need to be very maka'ala and alert to. And my concern, I have two concerns. One is the word improve. In my heart, coming from Mauna Lua, being Kanaka, you cannot improve a scenic natural byway that is a coastline created by Papa, Earth Mother. What we could rephrase it to protecting or malama or aloha aina or anything but improve, because what really sends a red flag to is, to me, is so many different views on the word improve. So perhaps getting really detailed. If you want to use that word, of course, I support any kind of protection and preservation of the Kaiwi Coast. Secondly, we have a number of stakeholders, benefactors, organizations that help input and malama our Kaiwi coastline. And working with sacred sites and sacred lands, I have learned that sometimes a task force is not in the best interest, and so that is my second concern in regards to the resolution. Again, I would love to support this. I want to keep the protection of our coastline. as natural as possible, and what my mother stood for, and so many others after her. And that is pretty much all I have to say. I thank you very much for your time and consideration in this precious matter, and I mahalo you.
Thank you. We also have testimony from Reese Leggett.
He hasn't made it here yet.
Okay. In support. We also have written testimony from additional 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 individuals and 1 with comments. And that's all the testimony we have on this. Are there any questions? If not, I have just one for DOT, if you're still available.
Oops, lost my.
Still good.
Oh. Thanks, David. The one question is just, is it true that it's the director's birthday? And if so, could you wish him a happy birthday for us?
We will do that, Chair. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thanks. All right, any actual questions? If not, thank you. Let's go into decision-making.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. So for SCR 190 and SR 155, we'd like to move these forward with some amendments, just acknowledging, I think, some of the recommendations from DOT, from DLNR, as well as within the community's testimony, including, I think, the issue raised with wording that Ms. Marquez had brought up. So we'd like to address all of those going forward. I think the intent here is to include the community as much as possible. So we'll just be amending the composition of the working group to address those issues that were raised. And where did it go? Also, we'll add in a date of July 2023 to dissolve the working group and make other style and tech changes to the resolutions going forward. So any general questions otherwise?
Yeah, so, Chair, are we, stakeholders and protectors of the area, or are we living in the improvement?
No. So as I mentioned, we're going to be addressing that wording issue, and we'll change it accordingly. As far as folks who've been involved in the working group, the intent, as I mentioned, was to include the community. So wording in the resolution specifically states for all the previous efforts, I think, by all our forebears in the community, those specific groups should be invited and included.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, if not,
Okay,
no
for
discussion,
the,
Vice Chair.
for the Committee on Transportation, Chair's recommendation is to pass SCR 190 and SR 155 with amendments. Chair Lee.
Aye.
Vice Chair goes aye. Senator English.
Aye.
Senator Shimabukuro. Aye. Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay, 5 members present. Your measure is adopted,
Thank you.
Mr. Chair. And for the Committee on Water and Land, Chair's recommendation is the same. And on SCR 190 and SR 155 is to pass with amendments. Any discussions for water land? Hearing none, Vice Chair for the vote. Chair goes aye.
Okay, Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Misalucha,
Aye.
Senator Revere,
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the good folks
okay,
at Water and Land.
transportation. Okay. All right, that's it.
All right, thank you. We are adjourned.
Aloha.
Hello.